There's a photograph on Mara's phone that she's never deleted and can't explain keeping. It was taken 4 years ago, before the job she left, the city she left, the version of herself she left along with both of those things. In it, she's sitting at a table at a restaurant she doesn't go to anymore, and she's laughing at something Daniel said. And the laugh is real. She can tell that even now. But the face doing the laughing is someone she recognizes, the way you recognize a place you lived in once, with affection, but from a distance that keeps growing. Daniel took it. He does that. Notices the moment a half second before it becomes a moment and reaches for his phone quietly, never interrupts anything. It's one of the things she loved first about him. It's one of the things she loves still. They've been together for 6 years. For the first three, she was someone he could describe to people with confidence. Her habits, her fears, what she ordered at restaurant without looking at the menu, the way she went quiet when something was wrong before she was ready to say so. He knew her the way you know a place you've lived in long enough to stop getting lost. And then she changed, not in a single moment. There was no event, no rupture, no clean before and after, but gradually, and then all at once, the way a season turns. New work, new questions she didn't know she'd been avoiding, old griefs surfacing that she'd packed badly the first time and had to repack entirely. She became, over the course of about 2 years, someone with different edges than the person he had learned. He loves her. She knows this. It's not in question. What's in question is more delicate than that and harder to say. Sometimes, in the middle of an ordinary evening, she will catch him looking at her with an expression she has learned to recognize: careful, attentive, slightly uncertain, the expression of someone reading a map they mostly know, but in which certain streets have recently changed. And she will feel simultaneously the warmth of being so closely observed and the ache of knowing that what he's looking for is someone she no longer is. You seem far away, he said once, not unkindly. I'm right here, she said. I know, he said. I just mean, I know what you mean. They had sat without for a while, the television on low, his hand finding hers on the sofa in the dark. She thought, I am right here. I'm also somewhere you haven't been yet. And both of these things are true, and I don't know what to do with that except to keep showing up and hope that the map updates itself before one of us stops being able to read it. She hasn't said this out loud. She's still figuring out the words. You know who I'm talking about. You've been thinking about them since the first sentence. There's a kind of love story that doesn't have a name yet because we have mostly been telling the kind with a beginning and a complication and a resolution, the kind that ends in either union or separation, the kind where the question gets answered. This is the other kind. This is the love that is real and present and also straining at its own seams because one or both of the people inside it has become someone the relationship was not originally built to hold. Not because the love has failed, but because the person has grown, and growth is not always tidy. And the structures we build for each other in the early tender days of a love are built for the people we were then. And sometimes the people we become are larger than the rooms we made. That's not a tragedy. Let's be careful about that. It's a question. And questions are not the same as endings, though we have been taught to treat them that way, to hear, I don't know, as a kind of answer, to read uncertainty as a verdict, to mistake the unresolved for the failed. But the unresolved is not the failed. The unresolved is honest. What she knows on the sofa in the dark with his hand in hers and the television on low is this: she loves him. She is different than she was. She does not know what those two things make together yet. She's still finding out, which is terrifying, which is the whole point, which is the thing about love that no one tells you when you're young and think that love is something you arrive at. That it's not a destination, it's a continuous act of arrival, and sometimes the arriving is easy, and sometimes it requires everything you have. And sometimes you sit in the dark not knowing, and you hold a hand that's there and you stay. Just that, you stay. And in the morning, you try again to find the words. And some mornings they come, and some mornings they don't. And the not finding is not the not loving. It's just the work of it. The long, unglamorous, irreplaceable work of the two people trying to know each other truly across the distance that becoming yourself sometimes makes. She hasn't deleted the photograph. She's still figuring out why. But maybe it's this: because the woman in it is laughing at something real, and the person who made her laugh is still there, and so is she. And whatever they are becoming, they're becoming it together. And that, even unresolved, even uncertain, even straining as it seems, that is love. That is still love.